What do you think? नहीं.
No one can buy my opinion.
आउटरो पहले ही कर ले आउटरो.
नहीं
Thank you
जैसे
for
flow में आ रहा है. 1 2 3 Benadryl हमें देखा सी से यार.
एक बार कट.
यार मैं
दोबारा करते हैं.
यार नहीं हंसना. The Instagram algorithm is like me on PMS.
Tell me 3 things you hate about working with people in Jaipur.
Only 3.
ये सब भी रिकॉर्ड हो गए क्या?
Oh God.
So I will ask you a few. So hello everyone and welcome back to the first video of Charcha. Today we have with us Radhika, the Foodie Devi, and we will be talking about creators and how you can monetize your content and how you can stay relevant for more than 9 years. So Radhika has been creating content since last 9 years and she has been creating some really amazing fun videos, food videos. She has reviewed so many amazing restaurants and she does this thing full time, so she'll be sharing a lot of secrets with us. So stay tuned till the end of the video. So Radhika, first of all, why the name the Foodie Devi?
So it was basically, it came up as a joke when I wanted to create my Instagram page, and of course you have to select a name. कुछ catchy होना चाहिए, should be relevant because my content was supposed to be around food. And when I was creating my account 9 years back, so I changed my account name within 1 hour at least 10-15 times because I was not able to land on one particular name that really, hit the chords. But then I was just discussing with my friend ki acha, this is the name that I'm thinking of, ye wo, and like as a joke my friend suggested ki Foodie Devi rakh le naam. And that was a joke, but then it really stuck my mind ki acha, this sounds very intriguing, catchy, memorable, plus quirky, desi, related to food. And it was supposed to be a one-woman-led Instagram page. So yes, that's how it came
So
up.
what were a few names that were in the options? if
I don't remember, but one I remember it was WTF, what the food, which was really bad. But I think that's the only one I remember.
Nice. And are you still friends with that friend?
No.
Thought so.
That was the only good thing that person did.
Sometimes people come in our life, just they come.
And then they go.
And then they are not there. So yeah. So how was your journey? Like, did you ever think about it? You always wanted to be a creator, or it was accidental, or it was intentional from your side? How did it happen? How did the entire decision making happen? You want to do this thing full time.
So talking about intentional or accidental, I think it was a little bit of both. Like 9 years ago, I created my Instagram account, but before that, I used to write a lot of reviews on Zomato. I used to explore new places and always had a knack for writing, photography, and food. So through Zomato, I got that platform that okay, now I can write about food, click pictures, because if you would open my phone back then also, my gallery would be full of food pictures और कुछ नहीं होता था उसमें. And then all my friends, even friends of friends, they would keep asking me, messaging me, recommend us this place, recommend us that place. So kind of I got irritated कि यार कितने
I also still do.
Yeah, but then I thought let's just create a public platform so that I don't have to answer people's questions separately. That part was intentional, but in my wildest dreams, I never imagined that it would become my full-time profession one day and I would become the Foodie Devi.
But you studied to be a dentist and you have completely changed the dynamic. So how difficult was it to convince your family, or was it any difficult?
I actually thought it would be very difficult because I pursued dentistry in the first place because they wanted me to become a dentist. But surprisingly, when I shared this decision with them that now this is not something I want to pursue further and I would like to give content creation a try, and they were pretty neutral about it. Because from their perspective, it was like, acha, theek hai, degree hai, and you have a backup plan, so you can try whatever you want to do now. And initially, they were not as supportive, but there was a time when my picture started coming in the newspaper and people started coming and telling that, acha, आपकी बेटी के बारे में हमने ये सुना वो सुना, and then I think that is what changed their perspective, and they got that validation from the society that okay, our daughter is doing something good. So over time they became quite supportive.
Nice. So another important question, and I think सारे aspiring creators का ये होता होगा, क्योंकि सबको लगता है कि हम लोग क्रिएटिव इंडस्ट्री में जो भी लोग हैं या फिर जो इन्फ्लुएंसर्स हैं उनका बढ़िया चलता रहता है सीन एंड बढ़िया जा रहे हैं, खा रहे हैं, उसके पैसे भी मिल रहे हैं उनको, और डेली नई जगह खुलती है तो डेली नई जगह वो लोग होते हैं. And I think everybody just sees that side of the things, but I also feel कि often it is not talked about how much of hard work it has taken from your end also in the last 9 years. And मतलब take us through that entire journey of yours. What was your first paycheck एक तो वहाँ से कि and what was the feeling you get वहाँ पे जब वो मिला होगा? I am sure इतना नहीं होगा जो आप अपॉर्चुनिटीज होती हैं अवेलेबल, एंड ऑब्वियसली पहली बार तो हो सकता है अनबिलीवेबल भी हो, सोचना कि अरे अच्छा इस चीज के पैसे भी मिल सकते हैं. तो यहाँ पे इवन नाउ दैट यू आर एस्टैब्लिश्ड, यू वर्क ऑन योर ओन टर्म्स, तो आज भी जो चैलेंजेस यू फेस, तो टेक अस थ्रू दैट जर्नी.
So when I started with Zomato reviews only, and Jaipur is a small city, and back then I think Zomato reviews also I started writing in 2013 or 14 maybe. And because I was so much into it, I was doing it out of passion and I was quite regular with it, and I started getting recognition from those Zomato reviews itself. So there was a time when I started getting invitations from restaurants, different cafes, because of the Zomato reviews, and they just wanted me to come try the food and just share my feedback on Zomato. That's how it actually started. And the first time when I got an invitation was in I think February 2016.
Oh, you still remember the month?
Yeah, because it was I think it was 12th or 13th February.
Oh.
And it was actually a Zomato reviewers meetup.
Nice.
So it was one of my friends back then. She hosted this Zomato, she collected all the data for all those
Are you still
popular
friends with her?
I am not friends with her, but we are on neutral terms. सबको नहीं निकालती मैंने. But like naturally you lose touch with some people.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I am.
Don't judge Radhika for the kind of person she is regarding these conversations.
I am very good friends with the person I met in that meetup.
Yeah. Sorry.
So so it was a meetup of I think 10-15 people who used to write reviews regularly on Zomato. That was my first ever invitation. After that, I started my Instagram page in June 2016 itself, and at that time I was in my final year of college. And मुझे पता नहीं था कितनी जल्दी it would hit it off. I was being patient कि अच्छा I have now created a page. It will take a few months to reach to people. Invitations, these things are not in my mind honestly, because the primary purpose and the intention behind creating the page was just share my own journey, my experiences with people. And as soon as I created the page, within a few weeks I started getting invitations to a few more cafes and restaurants, and that was a little bit shocking because I was not expecting it to happen so quickly. Back then, like 2016, this was not a thing. And when it happened, I was happy. I started exploring more places, and धीरे-धीरे weight भी बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ गया उसके साथ-साथ. Within a year of starting content creation, I gained like 10-15 kgs, which was a lot. And
in 1 year?
Yes, in 1 year. I can show you the before and after picture. So that was, I think, the first struggle that I realized after a year, because it was all fun and games, new कि अच्छा you're getting to try more places and you're passionate about something, but you don't realize कि आप रोज बाहर जा रहे हो, you're eating so many different varieties of things, and it impacts your health. So that is one of the biggest struggles that I still deal with, but now of course with experience I know I'm more mindful and I pay attention a lot to the physical activities that I do. Apart from that, you mentioned asking about my first brand collaborations. Invitations बहुत आते थे, and ऐसा नहीं था कि I used to think कि यार इस चीज के पैसे भी मिलते हैं. मतलब I knew कि if you're working hard, so you can be compensated for it. मतलब it's एक वो there's a thin line. एक artist होता है, so like that artist decides its own value कि वो क्या value ला रहे हैं अपने artwork में. So it's kind of the same thing. You're a freelancer, आप कुछ मेहनत कर रहे हो, and it is a creative field at the end of it, and you can decide कि क्या value है आपकी, and you can get paid for it. So my first brand collaboration was with a cafe in C Scheme.
Okay.
And it was a very nice cafe. My first paid collaboration was in March 2017. And
2017.
हाँ जी.
Okay, that's
Because
a
I
long time.
realized कि
Yeah.
अच्छा मतलब not that it was my career back then, but then if I'm putting my time into something and I know what value I'm
True,
bringing,
true.
so I knew it. I started very small.
Yeah.
I didn't start charging
Yeah,
a lot.
obviously.
धीरे it started increasing. But वो जो कैफे था sadly अब वो भी exist नहीं करता.
Just like some people.
अब मुझे इस पॉडकास्ट से लग रहा है मुझे भी कुछ देखा है बट हाँ so that first experience was quite exciting कि हाँ of course oh I'm getting paid like that was my first ever
Nice.
job जिससे I was getting paid.
Did you feel the pressure because it was a paid collaboration? Because until then you were just doing it for fun and
Yeah.
you know like did you feel any kind of pressure?
Pressure थोड़ा सा था उतना नहीं था कि oh shit अब I have to do it you know अच्छे से वो एक वो रहता है कि हाँ someone is expecting something out of me but when I went there I spoke to the people I was shooting the content it came very naturally to me so that was the first time I realized कि हाँ कि जो भी कर रही हूँ सही कर रही हूँ and I should move ahead in this direction.
Oh, nice. So let's talk about the struggles that you have faced because like we work with a lot of creators and all the time people see a very fancy word of influencers out there but I'm sure there are a lot of negatives that you have faced. How you have reached here now?
ये तो मतलब it's very difficult to answer also and make people understand कि यार first of all this is a full-time profession.
True.
That is the first thing. People don't take it seriously. Even the brands they don't really take it seriously. They're like हम आपको free में खाना दे रहे हैं आपको experience दे रहे हैं तो आपको पैसे क्यों चाहिए? But that is I think the biggest challenge for me since the beginning to make people understand that you know you are not paying me to buy my opinion or paying me to just come and eat the food or shoot the content. It's not that. It's you paying me to create content, to share my experience in my own manner and then put it across to my audience.
There's one way I think of it is how many posts do you have on your go?
2, 3, 4, 6.
2, 3, 4, 6. है ना? So one analogy that I use, whatever post you have, even if somebody starts today, they start posting 3 videos a day. They will still need 782 days to reach at your level of posting. If you divide it by 365, they will need 2.5 साल. आज से तो 3 वीडियोस डालना चालू करेंगे वो. तो that is the amount of hard work that has been there.
I think the first thing that comes to my mind is ki, like I mentioned earlier also, ki it's difficult to make people understand that it's a full-time profession, be it the brands, be it your family members, be it even the audience, they don't really understand that, you know, skip एक आपने स्टोरी भी डाली एक फोटो भी डाली उसके पीछे हाउ मच एफर्ट इज गोइंग इनटू दैट पीपल जस्ट सी द एंड रिजल्ट कि अच्छा एक फोटो ही तो डाली है या एक वीडियो ही तो डाला है बट people need to understand that was एक वीडियो या एक फोटो के पीछे there are hours of hard work that's going into it and I'm doing it all alone so it's talking to the brands you are your own manager इतने आप लेवल पे अगर नहीं पहुंचे हो बहुत सारी creators है they have their own managers and that's a great thing to distribute work among your team but if you're doing it alone you have to talk to the brands you go through that entire process where you have to explain them also why you're doing what you're doing and then you're going there to shoot the content उससे पहले you have to think about the script how you're going to portray the video in
Make
front
it
of
fun
your
and
audience
different.
creative ideas आते हैं fun ideas आते हैं हर brand अलग होता है you can't just copy paste
And
the
everyone
same
wants
template.
a new unique video.
Exactly, but that's another thing that we get into. सब हर brand का होता है हमें कुछ अलग चाहिए, हमें कुछ अलग चाहिए. But there is a creative block that comes. So that there is that part. Then you shoot the entire thing. You spend 2-3 hours at one location. Then you have to edit the content, and then you finally post it across. And then you wait कि अच्छा इस पे कितने likes आ रहे हैं नहीं आ रहे हैं. Which brings us to the second struggle, which is the number का game जो Instagram पे है, and it genuinely takes a toll on your mental health. The Instagram algorithm is like me on PMS. कि कुछ it gets moody and आपको नहीं पता कब क्या हो गया, but then initially it really irritates you and it's difficult to cope up with that. But over time you realize कि अच्छा no number, it's just a number, and you need to focus on the bigger picture to be sustainable, create content accordingly.
You started getting recognition very early because you started very early. Now, do you think whosoever is starting today, Do you think it is still that easy to get that kind of recognition for people?
Yeah, there are both pros and cons to it. I mean, back then you did not have any access to learning new things. या कैसे होता है ये? It was just hit and trial. Because उस समय तो उसको content creation भी नहीं बोलते थे. It was just blogging or micro blogging. You did not even have a term for this.
True.
It's very recently you've started calling it content creation or influencers. These terms did not even exist 9 years back. So earlier, for people who started around that time, learning, making mistakes, growing, pehle it was not even videos, it was just pictures that you could share. Dheere dheere, Instagram stories came in, then Reels came in, IGTV came in, which again doesn't exist anymore. So a lot of things you learn, but now people have so much access to information, and of course, people who've been doing it since so long, you have their access to their experiences. YouTube pe you get so many tools. There are so many workshops happening around social media, marketing, content creation, reel making, video making, etc. So it's easier also for people. When I look at new people, just like I know a lot of creators who started probably a month back or a year back, and they have thrice the number of followers than me. Their engagement is 10 times better than mine. So that's a great thing because you know how to reach people more. But I think the benefit of starting earlier was that I have had enough time to build that trust with the audience, because at the end of the day, numbers can only take you to some places, but then if you've built that trust with your followers, it's sustainable. So like, what if Instagram shuts down tomorrow?
True.
I mean, I'll be jobless, but at least I know that even if I have 35,000 followers, I know at least most of them, they have that connection with me, they trust me, and they look forward to my feedback, my reviews, my content. So even if Instagram shuts down tomorrow, I know that if I create another account on any other platform, there will be people who will still come and follow me.
Interesting. And how do you think has your process changed in these last 9 years? Because I'm sure earlier when you used to create content, there must be a specific process, because you are very disciplined, as I know. You always come on time, which is usually not true for Jaipur people, by the way.
Yeah, we are still waiting for a few people.
We are still waiting for a few people. They were supposed to come at 12:30, but nobody is here, so you can call them. So you are a lot disciplined, I know that, and I'm sure you must follow a process in all these years. When, let's say, a brand comes to you, now you have to create a video. So what is the back-end process happening in your brain, and how's the final video out? How do you take that?
So that is a very ironical thing that happens with me. I am disciplined in certain things. I like to be professional. I like to be on time, etc., etc., etc. But when it comes to work, because now I am my own boss, I have no one to answer to, and that's both a good and a bad thing, because I can work on my own terms. But then the bad part about it is that a lot of it depends on my mental health, my mood, all of these things. So if I'm in a great mood, everything's going great, then I'm very productive, that I keep everything planned. Okay, I know what to do. My mind is working faster. I have more and more creative ideas that I can incorporate. But if I'm not in that zone, which happens quite frequently, and then I'm just like, I'll wait for that deadline. I don't always have a pre-planned strategy, but I try to be consistent with my posting. Ki at least once a day or once in 2 days, I post. But that is again one more learning. Ki initially people used to say कि you have to post every day. आपको रोज 2-3 बार post करना चाहिए. Yeah, people say a lot of things, but then you have to find what works for you. Yeah, it's another struggle.
True.
That what you see on Instagram, it's just a happy face.
True.
But it's a human being on the other side of the screen. So आपके साथ बहुत सारी चीजें पर्सनल लेवल पे भी हो सकती है, प्रोफेशनल लेवल पे भी हो सकती है, एंड यू कांट ऑलवेज, एंड आई एम नॉट दैट पर्सन हु कैन जस्ट कम ऑन फ्रंट ऑफ द कैमरा एंड बी happy if I'm not, because I can't fake that. And that's one more thing I like to incorporate in my content. I try to be
as genuine
and honest with my followers also. So they also know that this is a human being and not just a person or a content creating machine.
So do you think that plays a lot of differentiation role also, kind of being authentic and being real?
Of course, I think that is the number one requirement of being a content creator.
In long term, maybe it plays,
It does, because till when will you fake? I always talk about this with the brands. When they come up with the idea, they come with an ad-like script. It should be like this. But then where do you draw the line between an ad and a content
Just a
creator
basic
creating
video.
content on social media? So
True.
there is some difference, na? Ad, जो आप देखते हो TV पे देखते हो, even on Instagram, when you see ads, it's that it's a renowned face
True.
and they're being paid to promote this,
True.
yada yada yada. Content creation is precisely the opposite because it's a normal human being who is sharing the experience in their own way as a layman. So that is the difference. And if you are not being you, then you've just become an ad making machine.
True.
So you have to maintain that authenticity, build that trust over time, and that is going to be sustainable.
Yeah. Do you have a process? That is what my
So of course I do write a script. If it's a voiceover, then of course I have to prepare the script in advance. And even when a brand reaches out to me for a collaboration, first I like to talk to the restaurant owner or the marketing team that tell me what this brand is about, what your intention is behind this, what are you expecting out of the content, and these things you need to know before just going there, shooting, eating, and posting the same thing. So I try to create a script, but then it's like 50%. 50% script I could create before visiting the place, but the differentiating factor maybe that you can say is that when I visit the place, the rest of the 50% of the script is based on my experience there. So everything 100% I can't prepare in advance.
True. Until you have visited, you don't
Yeah,
know.
because I don't know what I'm in for. It could be a great experience, it could be a bad experience. What kind of an experience I'm getting, I don't know that.
And has it ever happened like you have gone to the place and then you didn't like it and then you decided not to do the video?
Yeah, multiple times it happens a lot, and that has also been another learning because
Where can we see those videos? You should have one more page.
these places also don't exist anymore.
So I was asking you another question. How have you started using AI, ChatGPT and these things? Have you incorporated these things in your process? And how is it helping you, or what do you think about this entire thing? As a creative person, like you can tell me.
So initially when this ChatGPT came into picture, a lot of people started using it. Initially, I was a little stubborn about it that, if I start using this, it will take the creativity out of the creator. But very recently, when, a couple of my friends pushed me, I think you should at least give it a try. And then I started using it for little things. And then I realized if you use it in the right way, it could be productive and it would reduce. Now, because I use ChatGPT to enhance certain things, it's not like I rely on it completely.
True.
But I like to use it to save time if I'm creating a script for a reel, say. Of course, I write the entire thing, I write the script, but then to enhance little bits here and there, I do take help from ChatGPT,
True.
and that really saves a lot of time.
True.
So yes, ChatGPT is quite useful when it comes to content creation, but then again, don't rely on it completely.
Yeah.
You need to use your own mind and creativity for that.
True. So we have integrated and incorporated a lot of AI tools other than GPT also. And what I have feel like we have been crazy experimenting with GPT. We have created our own AI avatar. So last 2 videos that I posted, those are completely AI. We have not recorded it. We have not done anything, completely AI. So what I feel in the last 6 months, we have integrated AI a lot in the work and process. What I feel is, like you said, I kind of agree with this, ki, the best way to use AI and GPT is having a thought of your own and using it to enhance that thought. If you are going there for the thought, then it won't be an original thought. The thought can be yours and you can analyze it there. So, and I think it is helping people a lot in a lot of creative ways. So interesting.
Because again, like I said, the difference between an ad and a content creator. And if you start relying on AI completely for everything, then again, it's where is your individuality in that? Where is your authenticity in that?
So yeah, now let's move to some fun questions. Tell me 3 things you hate about working with people in Jaipur.
Only 3?
You can do 5. Because end of the day we have to work in Jaipur, so we can't go beyond that.
But yeah, like time and experience gives you a thick skin, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
So yeah, the first thing, keep mentioning that unprofessionalism. That is the number one thing. People don't come on time. People, if you are inviting me somewhere and you are not present there, that is like the biggest red flag. And that is one thing, unprofessionalism. Then second thing, people don't respect creators. That is one more thing that.
Do you still feel that? I think it has changed a lot.
It has definitely changed a lot, but then it's still there.
Still there.
Of course, it keeps getting better with time, but then there are all sorts of people in the industry, in this world, and also I would like to, could be a little controversial, but then as a woman working in a F&B industry and in a field like content creation, I have experienced certain difficulties, like gender-based difficulties, because if I'm going for a meeting somewhere alone and the person that I have the meeting with, I don't know what his thought process is, but then there are still a lot of people who think that, women don't belong in this field, or women belong in the kitchen, or whatever their thought process is. But I do observe this behavior a lot.
You still feel
Yes,
that?
I still feel it at times. People openly probably can't do these things or say things like these, but you feel it at the end of the day.
And what are 3 things that you like about working in Jaipur?
I like a lot of things about Jaipur. Firstly, because Jaipur is my hometown and I genuinely connect with the city. Initially, when I was growing up, I was like, I hate the city, there's nothing to do here, and I really wanted to move to Bombay, and I have a few friends,
including me.
And my aim in life was always that I need to move to Bombay. But when I started creating content here, I realized that, okay, a lot of people told me you could, still go to Bombay and do this there. I could. I have the talent, I have the qualities, I could do that there, but then it's not going to be the same thing. When you are in your own city,
True.
You have that connection with people, and that is something I really cherish the most, even in terms of my profession. It's not just creating content for people or for the brands, it's also the connections that I believe in.
True.
In fact, with you, you are one of the first people that I started working with. I think since 2018 we've been working together. So these are some personal connections that you build over here, and that is something I really appreciate about Jaipur, because I do talk to other creators in other cities.
Very soulless.
Exactly, it's just a transactional thing that, okay, we are paying you, you create content, that's it. But here, because I connect with so many people, so it feels personal. It's like I put in that extra effort. I take most of the projects like it's my own place and how I would like to promote a cafe.
True. No, I agree with it. I also feel the same thing. I think there are a lot of reasons for which I don't like Jaipur. But again, there are a lot of reasons for which I feel like, one, Jaipur has a history. So because of that history, Jaipur has a soul.
Yeah.
And there's some kind of relaxation that you feel in the evening when you have your own people and you're just there talking to them and relaxing, which you don't get in Bombay. Kahin na kahin. That is what I have felt in the longer term. So again, the soul wali thing. So Jaipur has a soul, I feel.
It's like best of both worlds. You have that comfort, you have that. If you want to live a slow paced life, if you're not in the mood to do anything, you can just be. And if you're in the mood to hustle, that is also there. You can
decide what you want to do.
Exactly.
Basically, you have the control. So that is one thing. So I think the final question for me for this segment would be, if let's say some 16, 17 or 18-year-old is starting content creation, let's say in food or in any other category, what are like a few 3 or 5 pointers you will share to watch out for, and as per your experience, and to be here in longer term? Because I think a lot of people start and then they shut it down in 6 months or a year maximum. So what are some of those tips that you would like to give to new aspiring creators who are starting out?
So I think a lot of people these days, because you see a lot of creators every day, new people coming in, and it's great because people have access, and specifically younger people who are coming in, I feel they're naturally talented. Like if in my generation or in my circle of friends, if I am 1 out of 10 who knows how to, create content, who
Okay.
can shoot videos, who can take pictures. But now I think with this younger generation, it's like 8 out of 10 people are naturally good at it. They don't have to learn it. It comes naturally to them. So that's great. But then if you're starting out, if you want to become a content creator or an influencer, the very first thing is what niche you are selecting. And you should genuinely, you need to be passionate about it. It's not like, ki, Asha, you saw someone, Asha, this is a food content creator and they're getting to explore so many new things every day, free mein khana mil raha hai, and all of these things. So if that's the reason you are starting, then it won't be sustainable.
True.
Like it'll work for a few years maybe because you're good at creating content. But if you're not passionate about the thing you're creating content about, it's not going to be sustainable. So you need to first, what are you passionate about? If you're passionate about fashion, food, and now it could be anything. Like there are creators creating content on finance, tech, anything. You can choose your choice of subject and just start creating content around it. That's one thing. Second is don't be disheartened with the numbers. Don't pay attention to numbers. Yes, it's important, but then don't make it your entire personality. Or, the one thing that I like to suggest people is, because you don't have to run behind the numbers, so don't shoot a piece of content for that. Ki, I will get these many likes or views. Just shoot what you feel like shooting. If you're not feeling like shooting and you're still forcing yourself to do something, it's going to show. And you're not going to connect with the audience. So it's like they say content is king. It is true, but you need to build a community around it. The followers, your audience. Like content is king, but community is the queen. So both the things need to go hand in hand. You need to be passionate and then it should show in your content. You can't just get up randomly and decide, today I'll be content creator. So you start creating content on something you're not interested in. And third thing that I advise is that there are people who are good at creating content, but they don't know what they want to create content around. Then maybe, start working for a brand. These days, like UGC content is in high demand. So if you're good at something, you have the talent, utilize it there. And maybe eventually with experience, you understand yourself better.
True. That community pointer that you put across. So how do you think it has become like important that a difference between community and creating content, and you also have a community. What was your thought? I know your passion for coffee and how much you love it. But what was your thought of making it in a structured channel? Because earlier also you used to post a lot about coffee and all those things, but now you have a structured channel which you kind of can monetize. You're already starting to do a lot of different kind of collaborations just because of that community, not your this entire page. So how did that come across, and what is your vision for that particularly for the future?
So I started the Jaipur Coffee community 2-3 years back, and the initial thought came from the point that a lot of people in Jaipur, the coffee culture is just increasing every single day. You'll always find people in different cafes having coffee. And recently I've traveled to a few other metro cities, and I was surprised to see their reaction, because everyone, anywhere I go to, they're like, the Jaipur coffee scene is
lit.
great.
Yeah.
Jaipur coffee scene is that.
True.
And then I realized, a lot of
Jaipur coffee scenes is one of the top in India.
It genuinely is. We live here, so maybe we don't value it that much, but it's there. And then I came to a realization that coffee culture is there. People are drinking coffee, but they don't know what they're drinking. They're not educated on, what is this. A lot of people still have misconceptions about black coffee. Ki to kadwi hoti hai, aisa hai, waisa hai. Or people find it intimidating. Ki, black coffee lovers are snobs and stuff like that. So that was the initial thought process, to educate more people. And the second thing was, 3 years ago, I did not find any community culture in Jaipur, because there was no communities. If someday I feel like I want to be a part of a specific dedicated community, I could not find anything. So then I thought I should start one on my own then. And then coffee is something that genuinely gets people together. you have to meet someone, you ask them to go on a coffee.
But did you think about it in the beginning that you might monetize it later?
Not really, and even in fact now the aim is not to
monetize it?
earn money from it, because like that is not my profession, and if I start turning every passion into
Yeah.
profession, that gets very difficult. So
Important
we
point.
do charge people for our sessions that we host, but it goes into community expenditure, and rather than just earning it and putting it in our pockets.
And how can people join and be a part of? Anybody can be part of the session. They don't,
Yes,
they don't have to a beginner's level of knowledge.
So yeah, that is another like our tagline of the community is that it's for everyone,
Yeah.
and anyone can join it. You don't have to even love coffee for that. You can just you want to be a part of a community, you're most welcome. If you're a beginner, if you're a barista, if you're a professional, anyone can absolutely join the community. And in fact, when we start, we have a WhatsApp group where people can just join the WhatsApp group after reading all the guidelines that we have for the community. And ironically, we also have a Jaipur Chai community now,
Oh,
which
this side.
started from Jaipur coffee community because a few people in the coffee
And you
community
don't like
said,
chai?
"Nah, I am not a part of that group." The community members started like, "Acha, who all are chai lovers, let's also start a chai community." So yeah, we are open to everything. We don't stop people.
Yeah. Inclusive community.
Exactly.
Nice. So we have also started one community like this, Jaipur Creators Community, and I think the entire objective is this only. It's an open-ended community where people can ask their doubts, and they will be getting a lot of work because we get a lot of work, and we also want to find new and aspiring creators and give them opportunities. So that is the entire intention behind that. And yesterday also we posted in that we are recording this session. This was supposed to be a private session, but then we thought let's invite a few people here. So we are having a few people. So we'll call them up in some time. So Radhika, I have one question for you. And सबके रिश्तेदार आते हैं, and I'm sure जैसे तुम्हारी पहले गाइड बनी हुई थी तो वो मैं लोगों को फॉरवर्ड कर देता था, बट अब गाइड का फीचर ही हटा दिया है इंस्टाग्राम ने. So we need to know top places for certain food kind in Jaipur. So number one, tell me your top 3 or top 2 for coffee.
If you are from Jaipur and if anyone who's watching is my follower, उनको पता है already answer. I think you can also guess, तो आप ही कर लो, आप ही
नहीं
answer
बताओ
कर दो.
बताओ तुम ही बताओ.
अच्छा, आपको controversy में नहीं है.
हाँ.
Okay, I think number one place, like my go-to place for coffee is Curious Life Coffee Roasters. And since they opened in 2015, I've been like that is where I actually started my specialty coffee journey, and now I have my own Jaipur coffee community. So that is my anytime go-to place, even for food, not just coffee. And second, तब तो मुश्किल हो गया answer. Okay, but then
If you are not going to Curious, where else will you go? ऐसे.
Then I would go to Town Coffee if I want to have Vietnamese coffee, but that's the only coffee I like to drink there. I don't think anyone is doing better Vietnamese coffee.
And हमारी अभी सुबह ही कॉन्वर्सेशन हो रही थी कि टाउन कॉफी की वियतनामीज पीने के बाद अगर आपके पास काम नहीं है उस दिन तो आपका वो दिन निकालना बहुत मुश्किल है, क्योंकि इतना काम होता है उसको करने के बाद में एकदम एनर्जी आ जाती है आपके अंदर बढ़िया. So and then
And third, I would say Half Light Coffee because coffee is decent, food is decent, and the ambience is very inviting, and you get like you find all sorts of people there working, just hanging out, chilling. So that overall ambience and the environment that makes you more productive. और अगर आप ऐसे ही गए हो तो आपको बुरा भी लगता है कि यार मैंने कुछ काम नहीं किया आज.
True.
So yeah.
कैफे में जाके तो प्रेशर भी हो जाता है आजकल.
हाँ, बट आधे लोग आप देखना, मैंने नोटिस किया है ऐसे पीछे से जाके कोई लैपटॉप खोल के बैठे हैं, तो अब दिखना वो कुछ कर भी नहीं रहे हैं. इधर दे आर प्लेइंग अ गेम, वाचिंग अ मूवी और टाइम पास कर रहे हैं. It's now become a lifestyle more than की necessity.
True. But expensive lifestyle.
And then brands expect कि बार्टर में काम कर लो, तो फिर बिल कौन पे करेगा कैफे का?
310 रुपए. 305 की एक. काफी एक्सपेंसिव हो गई है. So next pizza.
Pizza के लिए my go-to, I have 3 places actually. Number one is Bonki's. That's my ultimate go-to if I want to have a good pizza. Second, if I want to get pizza delivered, then I like to order from Nomad Pizza. It's a chain, like
nice.
they have multiple stores across India, and it's a delivery.
It's from Delhi, na?
I am not sure, Delhi or Bombay.
They do.
They have Chicago style, they have New York style, they have thin crust, they have Neapolitan
They have
style.
all styles.
They have different varieties, but I like their Neapolitan.
Nice.
Pizza.
मैंने दिल्ली में फर्स्ट टाइम ट्राई किया था बट मंगाया नहीं है. Nice. और
And third, it's a very underrated place called Obek.
okay.
So for if you want to have a pizza there, आपको pre-order करना पड़ेगा call करके. Like you have to tell them we are coming at this time in advance so that they're prepared. But their pizza is
Napoleon style again
yes,
या
Neapolitan style.
Nice. दाल बाटी, कीमा बाटी.
Ironically and sadly, हम राजस्थान के कैपिटल में रहते हैं जयपुर में एंड बहुत ज़्यादा मुश्किल है यहाँ पे दाल बाटी चूरमा आपको कहीं भी मिल जाए अच्छा.
बढ़िया.
मतलब देयर आर स्मॉल प्लेसेस हियर एंड देयर बट वो ऐसी जगह नहीं है जहाँ बस आपको जाना हो मन बना के आज क्रेविंग हो रही है चल दिए या कोई बाहर से आ रहा है पुणे में देयर इज नो वन प्लेस फॉर दाल बाटी चूरमा. सबसे अच्छी दाल बाटी चूरमा खोल देंगे हनुमान जी के यहाँ प्रसादी होती है रसोई लगती है. आई लाइक दैट. बट कीमा बाटी अगर किसी को खानी है समवन इज नॉन वेजिटेरियन तो आई हाईली रिकमेंड स्पाइस कोट एंड कैफे ऑबर्ज. कीमा बाटी इज बेसिकली मटन कीमा की स्टफिंग होती है घी में वो
Nice.
एंड इट्स मुझे लग रहा है यहाँ सब वेजिटेरियन है
हाँ,
क्योंकि
और
किसी को ये अच्छा नहीं लगा सुन के.
ये तो नॉनवेज है. और लाल मास.
लाल मास की भी सेम कहानी है लाइक दाल बाटी नहीं मतलब मैंने
आके ये उनको खाना
लाइफ
होता
का
है ना.
बेस्ट लाल मास मैंने जैसलमेर में खाया था वो भी
Nice. किसी
मेरे
property
friend
में?
किसी के घर लेके गए थे उन्होंने प्रॉपर्ली ट्रेडिशनल वे में अच्छे से बनाया था. बट अगेन अगर सजेस्ट करना हो जयपुर में सो अगेन सेम आंसर स्पाइस कोट और बर्ज एंड प्रताप भवन इज ऑल्सो अ गुड ऑप्शन बट वहाँ पे आपके पास डाइन एन ऑप्शन नहीं है तो आपको प्री ऑर्डर करना पड़ेगा फिर वो आपको डिलीवर करेंगे.
Okay, guys, rapid fire. One thing you pretend to love for content, but you secretly don't.
Choosing the perfect music.
Hate recording myself in front of camera.
Socializing.
Any specific events you would like to mention?
Grand launch.
Most overrated Instagram trend.
Waking up to make a very good coffee.
People when influencers film themselves कि अभी बिस्तर से उठे हैं.
Yeah. Those get ready with me videos, मतलब which is for pre-planned actually.
एक आप सो के उठे हो वो क्या शूट होता है आपने रख के फिर आप जल्दी से आगे चलते रहो. फिर आप ऐसे उठ रहे हो.
आजकल की हो रही है ये पहले तो कितना नहीं इतना देखा.
अब ट्रिप्स पे होता है ऐसा.
If Instagram shuts down tomorrow, what's your plan B?
Move to the mountains.
मैं आंसर ऐसे नहीं सोचा हुआ था पहले.
और मेरे पास कुछ बचेगा नहीं मैं करने को.
बताओ.
I think I will become a safe. मैं शायद थोड़ा ठीक ठाक खाना बना लेता हूँ तो I think
अच्छा,
that is a
nice.
safe place for me.
I'll be the judge of that.
To educate in rural places about content creation.
Nice. Last thing you googled.
Office का address, your.
मिल गया था कुछ जल्दी.
कि fun questions that can be asked during this podcast.
ये क्वेश्चन हम राधिका ने अभी निकाले. So AI. AI is taking jobs.
Your job. हमें लगा हमारे लेगा.
Founders की भी job ले रहे हैं.
One collaboration you would say yes to in a heartbeat.
Apple Decathlon.
Apple और Decathlon.
दोनों.
बहुत अलग अलग वो नहीं है.
मतलब it's मतलब connected to my thing ना.
Nice.
Tira Beauty.
Nice.
Any travel related collaboration to either Iceland or Antarctica.
What was the last picture on your phone and tell us the story behind that.
Let me see.
दिखाना जो
खाने की फोटो होगी वैसे तो.
मेहनत
Oh, no.
की
Actually,
Subtle promotion guys.
last. I was hosting a Jaipur Coffee community event next week and it sold out.
When
so
is it
that's the
happening?
poster.
I think when I joined in for Zitter community, when I got the poster for it, so I think.
तुम बताओ.
मेरी खुद की फोटो मैं देख रहा था. नहीं, I am not editing it. मैंने खुद
The sunscreen लगा के.
Most irritating DM.
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 We go. If I'm already posted a review of a place and people ask me, especially my friends, सच में अच्छा था. Yeah.
+1. मैं हर बार अलग से पूछता हूँ.
Asking if I'm really enjoying the content creation, जबकि I'm posting consistently above.
But you also don't like recording yourself.
वो बात मत पूछो.
That is why people ask. They are concerned about you. तुम बताओ.
मतलब for me it's कि
There are no DMs.
it's कि भाई मेरा वीडियो अच्छा है इसकी स्टोरी लगा दो even if I didn't
अच्छा.
like it but then sometimes
Share.
it's irritating. हाँ मतलब if it's good I would be happy to share that. But if it's not good then it's pretty irritating.
Would you rather never drink coffee again or never post a story again?
Never post a story again.
अच्छा, you also like coffee.
मैं कॉफी छोड़ दूंगा कोई दिक्कत नहीं.
नहीं यार स्टोरी छोड़ देते हैं पोस्ट तो कर ही सकते हैं स्टोरी
हाँ.
पोस्ट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट स्टोरी पे कम व्यूज आते हैं
Story is also important. मतलब random things पे you get
हाँ.
lot of views.
बट कॉफी नहीं पीऊंगी तो मैं हालत में नहीं होंगी story बनाने
चाय के साथ मेरा जीवन काट लूंगा.
जयपुर चाय कम्युनिटी का लिंक.
एक्टिव नहीं है वो
Any creator you would like to collaborate with?
समय रहना
No.
कैमरे वाले भैया एंड मंकी में.
अच्छा. Nice.
यार मुझे एक बार सपने में आया था कि मैं इंडियाज गॉट टैलेंट पे जज बन के लोग कहते हैं हमें कंटेस्टेंट नहीं जाना मेरे को जज बनना था अब वो गया सपना मेरा
Aspiration अलग है.
अपूर्वा मखीजा द
Rebel
रेबेल
Kid. Nice. पूरा इंडिया गॉट टैलेंट का ही पैनल हो गया. 3 things that you feel are a red flag in a person.
If he or she is being too cheesy, so it's a completely red flag. And for me, if he's not on time, so for me personally, it's a red flag.
Opposite. Opposite genders
आप
के लिए
लोगों ने start कर लिया था मतलब.
opposite genders के लिए बता दो कोई नहीं. हाँ.
Obviously for me, मैं मतलब first time I was late, sorry for that.
Like people will try too hard जैसे जो मैंने पहले कहा पार्टीज में लोग आते हैं या people will try too hard to get हमें इनविटेशन चाहिए इस जगह का हमें क्यों नहीं इनवाइट आया हमें ले चलो
But they asked you ऐसा directly या
अभी हुआ था फिर आप जा रहे हो मतलब हमें भी इनवाइट दिला दो
अच्छा
तो
सीधा.
मैंने वहाँ जाके सोचा बोलूँ क्या करते जाके
getting attached too soon. Like
People or you?
It's,
That's your red flag.
No,
I think
when people expect a lot from and get attached to you and just think अरे यार ये तो creator है इसके बहुत perks हो गए स्किन केयर मिल जाएगा फ्री में.
अच्छा.
if they are expecting so much from you, then it's
Yeah. Exactly.
और you are इस सिचुएशन में थोड़ा मेरे लिए इसमें मेरा भी पॉइंटर है कि जो झूठ बोलते हैं दैट इज अ कंप्लीट रेड फ्लैग फॉर मी. मतलब अगर मैंने पकड़ लिया आपको झूठ बोलते हुए फिर मैं नहीं बात करता हूँ आपसे.
बहुत इन्फ्लुएंसर्स हैं ऐसे आपके लिस्ट में
हाँ फिर मैं बात भी नहीं करता ना.
सीधा पैसे देके काम कराते हैं
That's it.
They are a 10, but they only reach out to you for barter collabs.
Fine.
300.
11.
They are a 10, but they release your payments after 3 months.
माइनस
Minus.
Completely
Minus
minus,
one.
obviously.
Unacceptable. They are a 10, but they never send you a brief, but expect everything.
0.
5, I can manage it. मतलब it's totally depends on product. I can
Exactly, depends.
5.
4.
They are a 10, but they hype you up a lot. Like full on hype girl types.
In terms of like,
Like, just make good. This is looking good. ऐसे कर सकते हैं.
it's their job, like 8, I would say.
10.
10.
8.
And
They are a 10, but they always ghost you after asking your rates.
माइनस
0.
3, 4, it's their मतलब उनका बजट नहीं हुआ, it's okay, totally.
नहीं बजट प्रॉब्लम बोल दो ना नहीं
हाँ,
है
problem नहीं है,
मतलब
understand.
इट्स फाइन ऑफ कोर्स बजट नहीं कुछ भी रीजन से बट जस्ट नो कि वी वुड नॉट लाइक
So ghosting is not the key. आप बताओ.
करती ही हो आप तो ऐसा कॉल करके पूछती है, फिर घोस्ट करती है, पोस्टपोन करती है, फिर कैंसिल करती है.
I sense a brand here. ठीक है.
थिंक ना मतलब यू हैव ऑप्शन सो देन दे थिंक कि अच्छा इसका देखते हैं, इसका हो सकता है तो ठीक है, इसको एक बार होस्टिंग में रखते हैं. ये भी तो होता है.
They are a 10, but they turn into long-term collaborators and not one-time clients.
10.
Like,
11, sorry.
would you like to take agency names?
ये ट्रिप अंतिम को टॉर्चर करता हुआ ट्रिप क्यों होना है?
ठीक है. They are a 10, but they only give you last-minute changes.
1.
0.
Okay, they are a 10, but they approve your content in one go without any changes.
10.
11.
9 depends. Which sometimes feedback is necessary.
Hits home. They are a 10, but they don't know your name, just your follower count.
0.
0.
पता चल जाता है होगा.
नहीं, I get so many messages कि अच्छा नंबर है WhatsApp पे
हाँ.
कि ये पर आपका Instagram क्या है? मैं तो नीचे उठ के पूछी है, जो पता ही नहीं Instagram नाम क्या है.
They are a 10, but they think if they paid you, it needs to go viral.
0.
0.
मतलब I would say 4. मतलब ठीक है, मतलब I would मतलब it's kind of
Benefit of doubt.
हाँ,
मतलब
इनका भी थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम है, I understand, but 4-3 है.
like brands expect, but then जैसे हो चुका है बहुत बार मेरे साथ, तो मैंने वो एक TNC में डाल दिया कि
Okay.
the number of the engagement is not my
Virality is subject to market risk.
इतनी जिस कंटेंट सबसे मेहनत करोगे वो कभी नहीं चलेगा.
They are a 10, but they want 5 deliverables for the price of 1.
0.
थोड़ा सा ओवर डिलीवर कर दो.
Zero ही है क्यों? No, you never said.
No,
इसमें
exactly.
कर सकते हैं, 000 दे सकते हैं.
They are a 10, but they want authentic content but a fixed script.
I would say 5 because there should be freedom na. Creator knows much better the audience.
They are a 10. Last question, guys. They are a 10, but you found out they paid another creator double after saying they don't have a budget.
0.
-5. You.
मतलब नंबर तो 3, 4, 2, 0 कितना भी, पर सबसे ज्यादा की बुरा बहुत लगता है फिर. मेरे साथ ही ऐसा क्यों हुआ?
Welcome to the Red Flag Edition. Creators answering for agency and brands.
रेड फ्लैग, बहुत सारे रेड फ्लैग मुझे लगता है कि हम वियतनाम आ गए हैं कि रेड फ्लैग दिख रहे हैं. बट आई थिंक बिगेस्ट वन ऑफ द रीसेंट एंड बिगेस्ट रेड फ्लैग्स फॉर मी इज कि दे से दैट वी विल पे यू XXX व्हाटएवर अमाउंट, बट जो आप वहाँ जाके आपको खाना खाना है दैट्स नॉट इंक्लूडेड. यू हैव टू पे फॉर द फूड बट वी विल पे यू फॉर द कंटेंट.
इन्फ्लुएंसर रेड फ्लैग बताऊं मैं कि एक तो व्हेन वी शेयर अ डिटेल्ड ब्रीफ, उसके बाद दे कॉल अस कि क्या करना है.
I think when personally brand approach us and they're very eager to work with us, they are very boosting us. We really like your work, but budget बताते ही ghost us.
But listen, for this we have like little budget ऐसे
हमारा इतना ही budget है, but we are expecting a very nice content from you because you're very nice content creator.
So मतलब basic question is okay, मतलब if you but sometimes agencies ask so many question, मतलब क्या करोगे? So मतलब you have seen my profile, तुम्हें पता है कि भाई मैं क्या बना रहा हूँ, थोड़ा तो trust करो यार.
We can't pay you money. You will get exposure.
और ये हमारा एक बिजनेस है, अभी हमारे और बिजनेसेस हैं 4-5.
एक बार फ्री में कर लेते हैं, एक बार बार्टर कर लेते हैं,
फिर उसके बाद और वो करेंगे.
नहीं
Thank you for watching.
करते रहो.
Please like, share, subscribe. आउटरो पहले आउटरो ही करवा दो पहले भाई.